Hello again, dear friends. Welcome to the final part of our three-part series on forgiveness. If you haven't yet seen part 1, The Power of Forgiveness, and part 2, Why Forgiveness Feels So Hard, I invite you to go back and watch them. They gently prepare the heart for the journey we complete today. Now, in this final chapter, we explore what lies on the other side. There was a woman named Elena. After years of silence, she finally forgave her sister. The pain between them had grown heavy over the years. Words said in anger, long absences, a childhood wound they never dared to name. But something shifted. One evening, sitting alone by her window as the sun went down, Elena felt tired. Not just physically, but in her spirit. Tired of the old stories. Tired of carrying the past like a weight on her back. She didn't call. She didn't send a letter. She simply breathed and whispered inside herself, "I'm done holding this." That night she cried, not from pain but from release. And while nothing changed between them on the outside, something softened within her. A peace she hadn't known in years. Sometimes the person we forgive never hears a word, but the silence that follows becomes a sanctuary. Forgiveness often begins quietly, without ceremony. It does not always arrive in a conversation or a reunion. Sometimes, it is a moment between you and your own heart, when you decide to stop carrying what is too heavy. These are the invisible moments of healing. They are no less powerful for being unseen. Elena's story reminds us of something important. Forgiveness is not always about reconciliation. It is about liberation of the heart, the breath, the present moment. And this liberation grows slowly. At first, it might feel like a pause in the constant noise, a small space between thoughts. With time, that space becomes wider, and you begin to notice how much life is waiting for you beyond the story of hurt. When we forgive, we often feel it in the body first, like shoulders loosening, a jaw unclenching, a chest that lifts, finally able to take a full breath. Our nervous system no longer stands guard. We are no longer bracing for something that already passed. Forgiveness in this way is deeply physical. We drop the armor we no longer need. The body knows before the mind. When we forgive, the body exhales first. I remember once carrying a small stone in my pocket for weeks, reminding myself of a grudge I thought I could not let go of. The weight was nothing, and yet I felt it each day. One morning, I set it down. I walked away lighter, though nothing outside had changed. Forgiveness is like this. We release what no longer needs to be carried. Unforgiven wounds trap us in the past. We replay, rehearse, revisit. Again and again the pain relives itself. But forgiveness returns us to now. It tells the mind, we are not in danger anymore. Suddenly, we can see clearly, hear the wind, taste our food, feel the moment we're actually in. Forgiveness is the doorway through which the present enters. And when the present enters, it feels like fresh air in a long closed room. Suddenly, colors are brighter. The mind is less crowded. You notice laughter, kindness, the simple warmth of being alive. Forgiveness opens a window where once there was only a wall. Finally, forgiveness creates space, not just for peace, but for connection. We become less reactive, less suspicious, more gentle with others, and with ourselves. We begin to trust life again, to open, to reach, to offer kindness freely. This is perhaps the greatest gift of all. A heart no longer hardened, a heart ready to love, even after all it has known. Love after forgiveness feels different. It is softer, not naive. It carries wisdom, and yet it does not close itself off. It says, I have been hurt, but I will not let hurt decide who I am. This is the courage forgiveness gives us, the courage to love again, even in a world that has shown us pain. Forgiveness doesn't erase the scar. It simply says, I am more than this pain. And perhaps the greatest gift of forgiveness is this. It reminds us, we are not bound forever to what has happened. Each breath is a chance to begin again. Each moment is an invitation to live free. And so we come to the end of this series. But really, forgiveness is not an ending. It's a practice, a path you walk gently, again and again, whenever your heart is ready. Thank you for walking it with me. If this series has touched something in you, I invite you to revisit it whenever needed. Each part holds a lamp for the path ahead. May you forgive, may you heal, and may you live in peace.